Friends, why the pause? Why stop selling without explaining what's next? Why create the customer confusion and panic? If you're a Magic Key holder or want to become a Magic Key holder, I'm going to explain all of that to you up next in this week's Disneyland News Reviewed. Greetings, fellow citizens of Disneyland. Bricky here, and once again, citizens of Disneyland find themselves with the Disneyland absent of an annual pass program. But the difference between 2002's pass program lockout and the 2021 lockout we had last year, if you're currently a Magic Key holder, congrats, you still are. And I guess also a legacy pass holder too? However, earlier this week, many Disneyland fans realized the Magic Key program was locked. All 4 tiers or key levels no longer available to renew or available for new purchase. Let's review the Disneyland news and see if a good old-fashioned Bricky breakdown can help us all calm down and figure out what in Walt's name is happening. As you may remember, last August, the Magic Key program officially premiered, promising citizens of Disneyland once again keys to the kingdom. In late October of last year, in under 2 months, the $1,399 Dream Key, or the highest tier, sold out. And a month later, the $949 Believe Key, the second tier, would do the same and sell out. And now, as of the 3rd and 4th lowest tier Magic Keys are no longer available for purchase. As of this time, Magic Key holders can continue to use their passes to make park reservations when you can get them and receive discounts on food, merchandise, and get whatever weird free things available that week. Magnets, stickers, mini posters, sunglasses, all that stuff you carry around all day and eventually either gets left at the park, folded in your pocket, or left in the bottom of your park bag. And according to Disney officials, people who currently hold Magic Key passes will be able to renew their passes at some level. Details on renewals will be announced at a later date. And this is the frustrating part, right? Like, why the pause? Why stop selling the tickets today and say, oh, don't worry, we'll tell you in a month or so what's going to happen next? Why not explain at the same moment of pause today, explanation? I'll tell you why. It's a simple retail practice. Here's an example. You never ever tell your customers on Monday that are shopping in your store that there's a big sale coming this Friday. You keep them all shopping at full price, and in no way whatsoever am I saying that a sale or deal or discount is getting ready to come. In fact, it's the opposite. Did you hear that? Can you hear it? There's a price increase brewing out there on the horizon, and not telling you what's next gets you spending more money now voluntarily before you're soon forced to spend more money as prices get ready to go up, up, up. An example of this practice is the newly announced 3-day ticket drop, where California residents will be able to visit Disneyland for as little as $83 per person per day this summer. Now, Disney did a similar Trojan horse ticket sale last summer before announcing the Magic Key program. Simply put, it's smart business, and I would do the same thing. Sell as many 3-day passes as you can to your local value customer, keep them coming to the park and spending money, and then you'll get them to spend money again when your Magic Key is available 2 months later. That way you get an extra $300 from a guest before they drop even more money on an annual pass program. It worked like a charm last summer, getting thousands of people to buy the value ticket and then a month later spending as much as 4 times more on their Magic Key. And just imagine if they would have said, hey, here's our 3-day ticket, but don't worry, the Magic Key is going to drop this date in August and here are the prices. A lot of people said, I want to go to the park, but I could save this $300 and put it toward my next Magic Key or my next annual pass purchase. So Disney did just that. They paused the Magic Keys, and at the same time, there's a new 3-day ticket available. But like everything in post-pandemic party Disneyland, it has way more cost attached to it. First off, the cost is more, and that's always a given. In 2019, you'd be able to get a 3-day pass for $179 or $234 with park hopping. In 2022, it's $249 or $299. But that second number isn't park hopping, that's to add on weekends. You can buy one of these now that will get you into weekends, and then you can add $60 to whatever you want, Monday through Thursday, or if you want to add in the weekends. And for some, that cost will be $309 and others $359. Either way, it's about a 40 to 25% increase from 2019, depending on if you hop or not. Bro, do you hop? And like Disneyland, in my price increases, I haven't included weekends. That costs you more. And while we're at the topic of everybody's favorite thing, Disneyland price increases, aside from keeping customers in the dark to keep spending blindly, I believe the passes are on pause because the prices are going to go up, up, up. And they don't want to offer the current or discount price any longer. Simply put, Disneyland has met their quota. They have a baseline of constant spending from the pass program, and when everyone renews at the same time in August, they will get a huge boost in revenue all at once, which looks great in the boardroom and even better months later on the shareholders call. Yo, check it out. They are spending like crazy. So expect these prices all to climb somewhere in the ballpark of 20-something% to 40-something%. Here's an example of what I think those prices could be. The $13.99 Dream Key would become somewhere in the ballpark between $16.49 and $19.99. The Enchant Key, currently at $649, would be in the ballpark of $799 to $899. And the lower key, the $399 Magic Key, would probably start off somewhere between $499 to $549. So you can see significant price increases, and if they let people renew now, they'd have to renew at those new prices, which would give current customers this panic of, oh, what's happening? How should I spend my money? Keeping everybody in the dark through the summer months keeps them coming, keeps them spending, and it'll get some of these people that are blacked out over the summer to buy the 3-day ticket, which could be an extra $350. And then months later, they buy their new Magic Key, which will put them at least $550, squeezing out more per customer on the lower end than what they paid for their Magic Key in all of the 2021-2022 year. Now that's economics. So you ask me, does this have anything to do with the lawsuit against the Dream Key, the top tier key? There's a strong chance that Disney will not unlock the Dream Key. The lawsuit, filed by Janelle Nielsen, both individually and on behalf of other Dream Key holders, congratulations, Janelle's fighting for you, claims that limiting the number of Park Pass reservations available for Dream Keys is a violation of the program's contract, as well as false advertising, when passes for regular tickets are still available, and Dream Keys were advertised as having no blockout dates. A ruling from the Central District of California dismissed 4 of the 6 cases, but 2 will be permitted to move forward: breach of contract and the Consumers Legal Remedies Act. The court finds that the plaintiff has adequately pled supporting on how reasonable consumer may be deceived by the advertisement, which states no blockout dates. The judge wrote in his ruling, the plaintiff argues that ordinary consumers generally understand blockout dates to be dates when tickets, passes, or rewards cannot be used. The $5 million suit, which Nelson's lawyers attempting to have certified as a class action lawsuit, was filed against the Walt Disney Parks and Resorts on behalf of Magic Key and annual pass holders, alleges Disneyland relegated them to second-class ticket holders by artificially limiting Magic Key reservations and the numbers of pass holders that can visit on any given day. Disney admitted that a blockout date is not defined, but claims it can be reasonably understood to mean Dream Key pass holders can make reservations whenever Disneyland offer theme park reservations. So think about it. If there's any way that this lawsuit can go all the way through and Disney is found guilty, selling thousands of more of these could only deepen their liability and responsibility. Look, I don't want to victim shame anyone here. I think the Magic Key didn't turn out the way most consumers thought that it would. But if you don't get your Dream Key back, this could be a sign of why. Do the blockout dates suck? Absolutely. Was it confusing and disappointing? 100%. But did we understand the score before the keys were sold? I know that I did. I had always said there would be certain buckets of tickets available for certain tiers of customers, whether it be the 4 different Magic Key tiers, guests staying at the hotels, and just a regular guest coming up to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-day tickets. And inside of those, there would be different amounts of tickets available. Simple supply and demand. I mean, I kind of see this as a scorn fan revenge lawsuit, but it looks like the revenge will most likely be taken out on fellow dream holders forced to go down the Magic Key ladder. So you might also ask, and a lot of people will panic because I understand your Magic Key means the world to you. It's your favorite thing that you spend money on and you love going to the park. So there will always be a panic because Disney's saying nothing. Our pass is just done. Or is there a total reboot coming? No, and maybe, but probably not, are my answers to those two questions. Look, the program has been wildly successful. Explain this to me. Last summer, Disneyland was open to about 10 to 20% capacity, and it wasn't always selling out. You could get a reservation to get in the park pretty easy at that low capacity. Then they did a 3-day ticket to local consumers to boost up the numbers and get more people coming out to the park. And that worked out well. They sold a lot of them. People started coming pretty regularly. The keys came out, and the parks have been flooded and very hard to get into. So that says to me, let's review. No keys? Pretty easy. Keys, and it feels like winning the lottery, getting a reservation just to use the thing that you spent hundreds of dollars on just so you could use the thing. I personally don't see reservations or some sort of AP program ever going away. And I mean ever. Reservations are here to stay, and some form of an annual pass program or keys is here to stay. There could, however, be a reboot, a rebrand, or a retool coming. After all, the old system had everyone sprinkled out over decades of signing up and 365 different days of contracts of each year. And now everyone pretty much has the same reboot date thanks to our friend Thanos and his COVID snap.
I am inevitable.
And in this moment, there is a chance to fix some things, to make some things more efficient, and this could happen. So I'm saying you should be somewhat mentally prepared for a higher price and a slightly different system. And maybe if you're top tier, you might have to go down for a year or so while the class action lawsuit is settling out in the courts. And you should definitely be prepared for a higher price point. I believe that's the main reason of this pause. But trust me, if you're someone who is worried about losing your annual pass or your Magic Key, whatever you want to call it, trust me. Disney doesn't want to lose you as a customer. They want you to keep spending, and they want you to keep spending more. And really, the panic and stress that's settling in could easily be avoided if Disney simply wanted to pause and announce, or say nothing and just reboot it all at once. But no, traditional retail roles of keeping customers in the dark so they'll blindly keep spending is what's happening. And it's a shame that the magic stops at the gate. But hey, it is the business of making magic, and making magic costs money. So get ready to spend more of it to keep your magic fixes coming. So get prepared, some changes are on the way, but inevitably, I don't think Disney is going to chase you away. Hey friends, do you want to talk about this? Are you afraid of losing your Magic Key? Are you angry over lack of reservations and higher prices? You want to predict the future of the lawsuit in the Magic Key program? Right after this video premiere, you can join me for a live podcast with Club 1313, where we're going to have a community conversation about this topic. Take part in the live conversation or hear the podcast after by becoming a member of Club 1313. We have an amazing community with a Discord that is always full of people sharing and meeting up inside the parks. And we have so much exclusive content created by me for my Club 1313. If you want to become a part of the best Disneyland community, join today at club1313.com. Friends, thank you so much for watching the first ever episode of Disneyland News Reviewed. I'm going to be doing these again. I did some of these over the pandemic, and it just felt like it was time to get back into talking about the news. So friends, until the next time I see you standing in line with your brand new, shiny, more expensive annual pass Magic Key Magic program, I'll see you back here on the channel with more Disneyland news. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Club 1313 for making all of this possible. And I mean all of it.